Hey, what's up everybody? Mike the PT here. And in today's video, we're talking about using this treadmill to look at the way you run, the way we all run. And we all run a little bit different, isn't that right? We'll talk a little bit about some run-related form that is associated with injury, okay? I'll also talk about how I use a treadmill to assess runners or athletes or people who are training and using running as one of those methods of training. So we'll talk about how you can use the treadmill to help reduce pain and help return to run following an injury. Stay tuned and enjoy, right? And how I use a treadmill to talk a little bit about running forms that predispose people to possibly getting an injury, right? So I'm gonna pull up some videos and I'm gonna have some voice overlays that talk a little bit about what's happening in the running while they're running and the type of form that they have and where the potential problems may be. All right, guys, so we're looking at our first runner here. We're going to keep an eye on his right leg, and he's obviously a heel striker, but what you'll notice is that his foot, when it comes down, is out in front of him. With the foot out in front of you like that, you're going to take in a lot more shock than you normally would when you're catching underneath your body, absorbing all the forces that come from the ground while we're running. So after just a little bit of training, I'm going to show you his post. And you're going to look at his right leg once again, and you'll see that he's still got some heel, initial heel contact, but you'll notice that his leg's a little bit more underneath his body, absorbing shock. And so at this point, he was doing significantly better, significantly reduced knee pain while running. All right, so now here's yours truly. So as I'm on the treadmill here, I'm going to do a little freeze frame. With my running form, I run a little bit out in front of me, but I land on the side of my foot. I'm kind of like I run on the blade of my foot for whatever reason that is. And I'm going to show you a posterior view of my run form as well, and you'll kind of see I run on my blade of my foot and I have a big twist. And so that's what affects a lot of my orthotics that I show you pictures of. So you can see on this posterior view, if you watch my left more than my right, I have a really big toe in as I'm running, okay? So my feet cross midline and I land on the outsides of my foot here, and what is called toe in, or I have an external heel whip going on there. So that's kind of what I wanted to show you with some of my running form there as it compares to some of the other folks. And don't get me wrong, I'm kind of paying attention to what's going on and sort of can make myself aware of how I'm running, but I promise you in a 5, 10, 15 mile run, my form breaks down pretty good. So here's an example of an injured runner, and I'm going to show you a quick freeze frame of the legs. I'm going to show the left one. You see how she's heel striking and out in front of her? And then you're going to see the other side, her right side does the same thing. Now this isn't her normal running form. She's actually a very good trail runner. You can almost actually see right there the pain that she's having while she's running, and her back is super stiff. So this is a good example of a low back injury while running. Determine the way you run could be contributing to an injury, and if that's the case, we'll make a modification. Just like in that first example, right? Had a pre and a post. This I noticed his run form was contributing to the injury he was complaining about. We made the modification and strengthened him in the new form, and then his knee pain reduced, right? So in the next example, we saw the low back pain, right? Very, very stiff. And what that was causing was her to run sort of out in front of her to try to protect the back a little bit. Once the pain in the back reduced, she was able to turn everything on, get going, and start running better, okay? So what I want to try to give you an example of is what does better run form look like? Now, what you're going to see is somebody who runs optimally, but it's not how we all have to run, okay? So this is a very, very good runner, 100-miler, has ran in bad water, has done a lot of good things, and underwent an injury. Had to recover and is doing some different things now, not so much the 100-mile runs, but has really good run form, and you can tell had been a disciplined runner with good form, good technique. You'll really enjoy this one.
All right, so we have a really good runner on the treadmill here. So sorry about the flashing light, but what you'll notice with her is, as I slowed it down just a little bit, she is a 4-foot runner. Okay, so she is striking on her forefoot, and the heel barely comes down. She has really high turnover, has a good kicking cadence, and is a pretty good example of what good running form is and how we're able to see it on a treadmill.
All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video where I talked a little bit about how I use a treadmill to assess runners to determine if they have a run-related injury, okay, and how we can correct it, and to show you guys a little bit of what form is and how the form can relate to injury. Also, you can use a treadmill. It is beneficial in training. Like I said, it does help to control the environment a little bit and helps you make the adjustments that are needed, okay? So I'm gonna get back to making my video here and bringing you guys a lot more content. Thanks for watching.